You may not drive.
Into WDRB Media, the voice of the community. You're listening to On Purpose with Love, where we talk with business owners and community leaders and discuss hard-won lessons in entrepreneurship and community service. I'm your host, Tasha P., founder and creative visionary behind Rapper's Delight, LLC, Charlotte, North Carolina's choice for customized gifts, branded merchandise, promotional items, and gift wrapping services. You can find us online at rappersdelight-llc.com and on all socials at CLT Rapstar. That's CLT WRAPSTAR. Rapper's Delight is also the sponsor for today's show, and our topic today is being blessed to be a blessing, with special guest Nikki Crawford. Nikki is someone who doesn't just talk about giving, she lives it. She's one of the beautiful hearts behind CTGB, a collaborative known as Committed to Giving Back. Their purpose is to be a blessing to others. I'm so excited for you all to hear her story and about what sparked it all and what she's learned along the way. Nikki, if you can, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Again, my name is Nikki Crawford. So a licensed real estate agent of 5 years. I'm with the eXp Realty, and I am licensed in both North Carolina and South Carolina. And I am very, very passionate about outreach, helping others, and giving back. I believe that one of the greatest rewards is when you can be a blessing to others.
Great. Thank you for sharing. I'm guessing that it's within that spirit that you were inspired to start CTGB. Take us back to the beginning. What moment or experience sparked the idea for CTGB?
I've always been passionate about giving and giving back and volunteering. And the ministry of the church that I was going to at the time, I was a regular volunteer at the women's shelter. And me and a friend was preparing a meal that we could prepare, that we would serve the ladies at that particular shelter. And we had talked about it, done it a couple of times. And so I was just like, you know what? We should formulate a group and do this on the regular. And so just in prayer, I decided to reach out to the ladies that are part of the group, and there you have it.
That's beautiful, Nikki. I can't wait to hear more. When we come back, we will continue our discussion on being blessed to be a blessing. You're listening to On Purpose with Love, and I'm your host, Tasha P. You're tuned in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And for those of you streaming live through free TuneIn Radio app, Streama, Apple Music, Radio Seed, and more, you're listening to On Purpose with Love, and I'm your host, Tasha P., founder and creative visionary behind Rapper's Delight, Charlotte, North Carolina's choice for gifting with love, purpose, and personality. If you're just tuning in, we're discussing how we are blessed to be a blessing with our guest, Nikki Crawford, founder of CTGB, a social group with a cause. We've been discussing being a blessing to others, and if you're just joining us, Nikki has already shared the inspiration behind the organization's formation. But Nikki, I'm wondering if you can tell us more about the early days. What did you hope to accomplish when you formed the group?
Well, what we had hoped to accomplish with forming CTGB is a collaborative initiative between not just me, but the other counterparts or heartbeats of the outreach group, was just being a blessing. Wherever we can plug in, wherever there is a need, as we make relationships in the community, as we network, as we go about our daily lives. You're meeting people every day. There's always opportunity to be a blessing or to get involved in the community. So really, it was really about coming together, collaborating with each other, and being led as God leads us, what opportunities are out there in our community, or even with individuals, on how we can give back, how we can be a blessing to the community and individuals that are in our community.
Perfect. So I think I heard you say you just reached out to a couple of friends. So is this a nonprofit?
It's not a nonprofit right now. Currently, we are a group of friends hands with the same heart and intent in mind, is just to be a blessing to those that we have the opportunity to be a blessing to.
Nikki, tell us a little bit about your current initiatives. I understand that you all have a project in the works called the Vera Marie Legacy of Care Project, and the purpose is to celebrate certified nursing assistants during National CNA Week, which takes place June 12th through 18th. Is that correct? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The basis of it, or the foundation of it, is to give honor to my mom, Vera Marie Crawford. She was a CNA. We lost her. It would have been 8 years ago in April, and she was just such a nurturing and caregiving person. She really embodied just that role. She just really took it to heart, and she really just served with all of her heart and spirit in that particular role. And so us doing this, the CNA recognition is in honor of her, and we're calling it the Vera Marie Legacy of Care Honor. And it is just to recognize the type of heart and nurturing person that she was.
So, Nikki, we're coming up on the end of our show. And on this show, we do like to talk about hard-won lessons in entrepreneurship. So I do have a question. I know that CTGB is in the process of forming a nonprofit, but you do have that entrepreneurship component with your social impact mission. And so my question to you is, are there any lessons that you've learned, or is there any advice that you would give? Or better yet, tell us the one thing that you wish that you would have done differently a year and a half ago when you first formed CTGB.
I would say I wish that we had started it sooner. Because it actually was on my heart, I want to say, for several months to a year before I even presented it to the other ladies that are part of the group. And I wish that I hadn't sat on it. I think sometimes we're given ideas, or we're given opportunity, and sometimes due to, I don't know, lack of confidence or fear or whatever the externals or internals may be, we sometimes may talk ourselves out of something, or we may sit on something when that could have been the time that we could have been, putting our roots down and gaining that momentum in whatever the idea or initiative was or is.
I love that. Gosh, oh my goodness. There's so many more questions I want to ask you, but we are out of time. So I want to thank you for joining us, Nikki. If you all are interested in learning more, we have placed the information on the Rappers Delight website. So if you're interested in learning more, please visit Rappers Delight llc.com. That's rappers with a W. And there is a link there to submit a nomination for your choice for a deserving CNA for National CNA Week. Also, you can share any comments, questions, or feedback at info@rappersdelight-llc.com. And I'll be sure to funnel that information back to Nikki and her group at CTGB. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Continue to tune in every Monday at 3:15 p.m. Please listen live 24/7 by going to wdrbmedia.com and click on the Listen Live tab. Also, if you're interested in being a guest on the show or you want free advertising, call me at 980-285-2859 or email me at info@rappersdelight-llc.com or connect with me on social media at CLTWRAPSTAR, that's CLT Rapstar. You've been listening to On Purpose with Love, and I'm your host, Tasha P. on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. For double the information and inspiration. Until next week, continue to be blessed.
It keeps holding on.